Hail the King of Kings, hail him high, Haile Selassie, and his Empress Menen. Our King, our Father, made a precedent when he was coronated by coronating his queen, our beloved Empress Menen. And we also gather to give honor and praise to her, because as African women, we didn't need women's liberation and these things, because the Majesty liberated I and I from birth, made us in equality with our kings at our head, to serve, to support, to strengthen, through thick, through thin. So I would like to call on my sister Nicole, who is a student, to read some words of Empress Menen. But before I do that, I would like to read a short inspiration for Ayana. I have no words because the Majesty says it all, so I'm better to read his, you know? The King says, speaks on what we seek for Africa. This is an excerpt from His Majesty's speech at the OAU Summit in Cairo, July 21st, 1964. It's spiritual vitality. Spiritual vitality. Quoting, perhaps more important than the individual events of these months has been the demonstrated vitality of the spirit of Africa. A vitality which has permeated every aspect of intra-African relations and has, in the short space of 14 months, produced a basic and fundamental change in the African scene. Right here amongst us today, we have Africans from the continent, Africans from the diaspora, from all over. This is very, very relevant, because the thing that binds us is the IRIT. During the past year, we paid state visits to nearly a dozen African nations, and in the views which we exchanged with other African leaders, we encountered a sense of purpose, of dedication, livication, of vision, which we are persuaded found its genesis in the common acceptance of the ideal of African unity, in the common response to the unique challenge which modern Africa presents to each of us, in the common crusade in which we are each enlisted. It is in this we believe that the real triumph of Africa stands today. Economic development may lag. Difficulties may be encountered in working out unanimously acceptable programs and policies. We know these challenges, I know. Temporary dissensions may interfere with harmonious relations between individual states, and I'll add between individuals. Repeated, temporary dissensions may interfere with harmonious relations between individual states. But so long as the spirit of Africa prevails and stirs within us, so long as we continue to work and to think and to act within the African context which we have created, imbued by the African atmosphere which surrounds and pervades us, we are confident that the goals we seek shall be attained. And I give thanks every time I read the words of the King, because they make us know that there is hope. No matter what the temporary dissensions or things that is happening in us, around us, outside of us, we have hope, because the Spirit binds us in Rastafari. Blessed be His name. Sister Nicole, can you please read Empress Menen's speech so we can have her voice represented today?
These are the words of the fullness of the Trinity. Empress Menen, during the time of war, when our father was defending this very land we stand on. Yes. Even though world women are living in different countries with different climate, all women are interrelated with the same will and objectives. War is distress and trouble of mankind for women throughout the world of different race and religion. The act of violence throughout the world of different race and religion victimizes their husbands, brothers, and children. War is destruction of the family and can make people immigrant, so women are against war. We know that all Italian mothers and barren women may worry about the war since war is good for nothing. Therefore, all women found in the world should prevent the war before it brings trouble and distress. They should collaborate their voices and request to avoid the war before bloodshed comes on both sides. Ethiopia does not think to take part in violent conflict. Her wish is to maintain peace. Ethiopia tried to settle the dispute peacefully from early months. In every aspect, Ethiopia has done her best. So we are mentally free. Ethiopian people welcome any foreigners as guests who came to work peacefully and innocently. Ethiopian people's good hospitality to foreigners has been narrated in the history of the world. However, one state which is neighbor to Ethiopia is trying to take control and to rule. Ethiopia is always on the line of peace. While the rival state is looking at its own interests, the enemy deployed its army and based around our country to kill our women's husbands, children, brothers. Our people live working peacefully, being God-fearing, but the enemy is trying to devastate the wealth of our country and destroy our families in the name of modernization. We pray to God not to face such kind of distress and destruction if so-called modernization brings such affliction. Hence, the association which is established for the purpose of peace by women the world over may exert influence to bring peace and stability. Let us not hesitate so the World Women Association may contribute as much as possible to settle this conflict peacefully. We pray to God for the association to accomplish its mission. We hope the actions of the association may bring fruitful results to preserve peace and security in our country. Nonetheless, if war is started, we women should treat the wounded and minimize the trouble of war. Women living all over the world who stand for peace can help us during the time of war. We know these women assist the sacrifice patriots family. All women of the world should struggle to bring peace and justice. We hope government officials may be guided on the line of God. We pray for this kind that you may collaborate with us. Ja. Rastafari. Give thanks to God.
It is good that you are here to record this picture of me in my palace garden at Addis Ababa.